So finding the slope, what is slope? Well, slope is the constant rate of change between 2 points. It's a ratio of the rise to the run of a line. And it's known as the variable m. And let's take a look at the types of slope. There are 4 different types that we will be talking about. So this one is considered the positive. If it goes up from left to right, kind of like you're reading a book, it is positive. If it's going down from left to right, it's going to be negative. If it's a straight line across a horizontal line, that is considered a slope of 0. And then the straight up and down, that is undefined. All right, so let's take a look at finding the slope of number 3. I'm going to plot 2 points. I'll plot a point right here and a point right here. If you'll notice, remember it's rise all over run, and I am not going up any, so that would be 0 because I didn't go up. And then I went over 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's going to be 0 all over 4. Well, 0 all over any number is always going to be 0. So in a case where you've got the horizontal slope, it's going to be a slope of 0. For our next one, we're looking at a vertical slope. And if you'll notice, if I take the 2 points here, I go up 3 and I go over 0. Well, you can never have 0 on the bottom of a fraction because I could never have 3 of nothing if I didn't have anything. So this is going to be called undefined. So when you've got the vertical slope, that's going to be an undefined slope. All right, example number 2, finding the rate of change. It's important for you to remember that rate of change and slope are the same thing. So as we're looking at the graph here, we're going to be looking at the number of tickets sold and the amount of money that is collected. Rate of change we usually refer to as then the change in the y all over the change in the x. All right, so just like we did with the slope, we're going to find 2 points. And it doesn't matter which 2 points I find. I'm just going to find one there at the origin. I don't have to. And then I'm going to pick one over here. It's important for these. These are numbered. They're going up by tens, and then they're going over by fives. So you need to pay attention to the units. So I'm going to go up 10, 20, 30, 40. So I went up 40. And then I'm going to go over 5, 10, 15, 20. So when I simplify that, I'm going to get 2. So it's going to be $2 for every ticket. Now, I didn't have to pick those 2 points. I could have picked this point and this point. Again, it's important for you to note that the units are going up by tens. There's 10, 20. I'd have 20 all over, and then again, these are going over by 5, so I go over 10, and then that would also give me then the $2 per ticket. All right, number 2. First of all, note that this is going to be a negative slope, so your answer should have a minus. Now here you'll notice that not every point has it going on whole numbers. For example, 3 comes up to 20, like 25, 26. So you're going to want to pick points. You could pick this point, you could pick this point, and this point, because those are the ones at the whole numbers. And it really doesn't matter which ones you pick. So if I started by counting, and again, the change in the y goes down by 6, so that would be 6, I'd have 12, and then I'd have 18. So I'd have negative 18, and then you have to be careful here too. This went up by 3, and then went by 6. So that's going to have a slope of a negative 3 or negative 3 all over 1.